Hi, and welcome to Talking Sense. I was in one of our classes in the Centonomy 101 program. We have a class called Living Abundantly. We put this class into the program because we realized that if we don't get our mindset right, doesn't matter the mathematics of wealth creation, because the maths is simple. The maths continuously is clear. If you save a certain amount, then you have a certain amount to be able to invest. If you pick the right kind of investment for the return that you want, the mathematics is clear. You'll achieve the goal. But the problem is, and this is the thing, it takes time. There is nothing in this world that comes good in this world that comes easy, that comes quickly. Even if you do find financial success quickly, maintaining it takes time. The discipline behind it takes time. And so we decided to put in this module to help us to be able to keep our mindset right. Now, I was seated in this class because as I said, we usually get external trainers to come and help us, experts in their fields. And one of those experts is a lady called Renee Gamau. Renee is an amazing coach. She has a real gift in trying to help you to understand yourself so that you can be able to achieve your goals. So I'm seated in the class and Renee is teaching, and she says something that is so profound. She asks the question. Those who are parents in the room, raise your hand. So those of us who are parents, we raised our hands, and she said, now, when your children were growing up, would you punish them, especially a 12-month-old, 1.5-year-old, if they made a mistake in grammar? Would you punish them if they used the wrong word, or if they couldn't quite express themselves clearly? And all the parents in the room were like, no, that doesn't make sense. Why would you punish a child? They're learning. And she said, yes, they're learning. And then she said, how about you? When you get into a new field, when you get into a new area, how come you beat yourself up if it doesn't work the very first time that you start? How come you go through this whole thing of it has to be perfect before I get moving? And I mean, that just blew my mind, because I was like, that's me. I think I want it to be perfect every time that you get out there. I want it to be right. Steve knows this. Steve is the guy behind the camera here, and he knows how our filming goes. We often do multiple takes, and it's because I want to get it right. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect. So here's a little bit of advice as we move forward. I hope this is going to help you. I want you to mark and remember the milestones along the way. And not just to mark and remember, but to celebrate them. Just like with your children. For those who are parents, you understand this. And even if you're not a parent, you've seen other children. You've seen parents, as the child takes their first steps and falls over, they've taken the first steps. Imagine they did, well done, and we celebrated. Same to you. If you took your first step and went into business, and imagine it didn't work out the way that you thought, celebrate it. You took your first steps. Now, reassess, look at it, take another step. That's what we want you to do. If you've started your investment journey, then celebrate that. Celebrate and mark those milestones. Even on those long-term goals, because this is how it is. Even in the class, we do a class on debt, and we help people to restructure their mortgage repayments. You know, a mortgage is a 25-year, let's say 25-year or 20-year-old, 20-year long loan. And when we restructure it and we help you to cut down on the interest that you're going to pay and the time, it may come down from 20 years to 15 years. But imagine you still have to pay over 15 years. 15 years is not a short period of time. It's significant, but it's not instant. And so what we do in the class is to help you to see when you've cleared a third of it, or maybe even a quarter, celebrate. Do something to say that, you know what, I'm not where I was before, I am moving forward. Celebrate that milestone. If you're planning for your retirement, and we do this, and we're working towards it, and usually this is a 10-year, 15-year, even up to 20-year plan, always along the way, mark, remember, and celebrate the milestones. If you don't, What's in it? Life is about every single day and living abundantly. Don't beat yourself up. Mark the milestone, celebrate, and move on. I hope that's been helpful, especially in a year like 2020. But imagine it's almost over. Keep tuned here, and we'll have lots more content for you on the Centonomy YouTube channel, and not just on YouTube, Facebook. I think we're on Insta. We're everywhere. So just look for Centonomy wherever you are on social media. See you next week.